Good morning, Alexi. It's great to see you. One of the best tilers I know.
Good morning, Will.
Good morning. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. A lot of customers that we see on a regular basis always ask us about questions around surfaces and how the surface is prepared. Can you give us some insight as to what happens there?
Sure. First up, you need to know your surface, what you're laying on. So you got concrete, you got timber, or you're going on existing tiles. You need to know the preparation, the system that it needs to be used for that particular surface. For example, on concrete, you can go a direct stick, but it's going to depend also on what size tiles you're using. So if you're using a large format tiles, and that could be a 600 by 600, you need to screed the floor first. Okay, minimum 20mm thickness screed. Once you've done that, then you can go a large format tile and you're going to get perfect finish. On timber floors, you need to use that old methodology of plastic chicken wire sanded cement. My old man did it that way, my grandfather did it that way. It's the best way, and I continue to do it that way. You don't have the problems of tiles cracking later because of movement. So plastic acts as a slip joint. Chicken wire is the reinforcement for the screed. Once that's done, again, you kill two birds with one stone. You can go a larger format tile because you've got a perfect level surface to work on. On top of existing tiles, I'd go prep and prime 100%. That way you've cleaned the floor, you've prepped and primed it, and then you can go a direct stick on top of that. Or if you have to screed, you can also screed on top of the existing tiles, depending on the size of the tiles.
So in terms of cost to the customer, what perspective do you have with all these different surfaces? Yeah.
Well, a lot of problems you might find people who are trying to cut corners and they don't want to prep. So it depends. What value do you want your house to be at the end of it? You want a perfect finish, or do you want to rip it up and do it again? It's going to cost you 3 times more. The cost of removing the tiles, buying new tiles, re-prepping, and then tiling.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest issue.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Will.